Yes, welcome back to Footy and Friends. This episode is brought to you by our friends at BWS. Do you like game day bevies, Brett?
Oh, you know I do.
For all your game day bevies this season, head into your nearest BWS, the official liquor retailer of the AFL. Mike, how are you?
Good.
Mike, I've actually got a couple of questions
Dylan.
off the top.
Go.
It's been a big week.
It's Wednesday, 8:06
It's been a
a.m.
big
timestamp this.
start to the week. There's two big things that happened. You're on the news last night with Chom and Tristan Cherry.
Boys being boys.
They will get that. We don't say that anymore.
What were they saying?
He was getting. They were getting into a fight, and you were in the middle. You were scared to break it up.
Scared? Initially, I was in there like thinking, yeah, this is fun. Like a monkey climbing a tree getting bananas because they're tall. Get it? Mm-hmm. And then I was like, ooh.
What were they fighting
These
about?
guys are a bit erect. It's a bit fierce. They weren't fighting.
No. I've got into so many of those. I reckon you go in there wrestling and then...
Tell you who was pissed off? Probably Stuart.
Oh, with the jumpers?
And the singlet.
Singlet, pink bib.
Actually,
That's the main takeaway from this.
Disrespect for the uniform.
Respect your environment. Respect your uniform.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's interesting, actually. Did you Joel would talk about that last week with the Gatorade showers because no one picks them up?
Yeah. Well, no one picks up all the, or cleans up all the mess on the floor.
Didn't Richmond start a thing, Trent Cotchin, they used to pick it up. Is that when you left, Brett?
No, it was a Varn with the clean the sheds and going. It's a All Blacks thing.
That's it.
Yeah,
All Blacks,
we don't just leave it for the property stewards and the volunteers and people.
Clubs
But
are
also
generally
have a
pretty
bit
good
of
at
bloody fun, you know? Throw some Gatorade around every now and then.
Yeah, but also like the thing is with the Geelong jumper, it's white, so you're putting red and blue and all that sort. He's like, mate, I want to frame this thing. This is my first ever jumper, and now you've gone and butchered it.
Watermelon flavour?
Sounds
The
sounds
clear
like
one,
they're
you reckon
whining
that's
a bit
no
to me.
sugar. So you would rather frame a jumper with Powerade and Gatorade stains all over it, would you?
Yes, I don't know. I
You
didn't think about
frame
that deeply. I didn't think about that deeply.
That was Cam Guthrie's
yeah.
suggestion.
Well,
Have you got
Cam-
any framed jumpers?
I actually have frame jumpers from like when I was in junior footy, but none from AFL. I've got a heap of jumpers.
When you played Vic Metro.
Played Vic Metro and
Cut the oranges.
yeah, cut the
Jacob
oranges there.
Burnham's? You could have got
I didn't get his, but he is in one of them. There was an All-Australian one I've got as well.
split jumper.
If you're listening for the first time, Jacob Burnham is a WA great.
Yeah,
The
he's great.
12?
15.
15.
Mike,
WA.
the
captain.
other one was that's probably a little bit more concerning for myself.
For us.
Brett, and for us here at the show. There was a big newsbreaker.
Yeah. Big newsbreaker.
A big newsbreaker in an Essendon fan page.
Jimmy Buckley.
Actually.
Yeah. Jimmy Buckley broke the news, did he? On the Facebook.
I just want to reference his
Site.
name because I like to reference journalism.
Yeah. Don't want to go down any side of the legal path.
No, exactly. Josh Fatboy, it was told apparently Essendon is in talks. It's got talks, TELKES.
Telks.
With him for new head coach. It's a photo of you in your Werribee polo.
Yeah.
56 likes.
Yeah.
So big following.
Josh Fatboy.
Josh Fatboy.
And Fatboy with an I.
With an eye, boy.
Yeah, so I think you can read into the validity of that through the spelling of Josh Fatboy.
You're not leaving us? Not yet.
Me and Brett are negotiating. We will stay with you full time if you can stump up some dollars.
Okay. We'll see what we can do. We'll chat after the show.
Still part-time?
Still part-time, yeah. Hey, boys, you well?
Yep, good. Face is healing up. Feeling all right.
Lingo?
I'm good, Dill. I just got something on the run sheet that I wanted to just plug more for the listeners.
Yeah, sure.
I want more embarrassing stories
Yes.
on our DMs because we were chatting about this last week, Dill.
Yes.
And that was one of the best parts of last year, going through the DMs we got about your weird interactions with AFL players.
Oh, God, like community camps, like at the local fish and chip shop, like whatever it is.
Airports.
Anything you've like crossed paths.
Public toilets when public figures don't wash their hands.
Yeah.
And my example was when I was a kid, I used to go on Facebook and add as many AFL players as I could to see if they'd accept my friend request.
Sounds like something you would do.
Yes. And who did?
Stephen Cornelio still hasn't. But
Cogs?
the only player that did was Cedric Cox, who was on Brisbane's list. And I'm still Facebook friends with him. So if you've got anything weird like that, send it to our DMs.
Back in the poking era.
Whatever you've got that's like, weird interactions, we want them.
It doesn't count if it's your dad.
No. Hey, a bit of feedback as well before we get into it. YouTube was, I would love to see Dill headbutt Brad Scott. You know who else I want to headbutt at the moment?
Oh, I think I know where you're going with this.
Kevin Sheedy.
What? Sheets?
Yeah, I don't even know what he's done, but I'm just like, mate, just leave Essendon alone. You're a great coach a long time
Do
ago.
you reckon he's inserting himself too much?
Yeah, it's just like, chill, bro. Move on. It's all good.
Hoody's not coming back to coach, you don't reckon?
Is he on the board?
I think he was a part of something for a while.
He
but-
was the head coach there for
I think it's
some
20
significant amount of time.
25 years or so.
Potentially in the Hall of Fame there.
25 years.
Life member?
Yeah.
He was-
Yeah. No, like I said.
That's only a guess from me,
like,
by the
mate,
way.
done a good job, but just,
Hey,
you know,
just let it go.
let, as much as I like to headbutt people and joke about things, we actually they need some space.
Yeah.
They need to try and cook. They're doing their thing at the moment. Guess what? Newsflash. They're actually probably trying their hardest. I don't reckon they're not trying.
That's fair. That's
so
very cool.
let's get in there and let them cook.
You know who he reminds me of at the moment? This is going back to my movie sort of stuff. Is
Jim Carrey.
Javier Bardem from is it No Country for Old Men, where he's the
Yeah.
psycho killer with his like.
Yeah, the
Have,
haircut.
have a look at Sheeds' haircut
Any
now.
great quotes?
From that one.
Yeah.
Oh mate, there's plenty, but not that I'm going to
Give us
roll out
one.
here.
Give me the origami
Give us
thing
one.
again.
I'm not giving you.
Origami. Full of the pressure.
I was at the gym last night when that come through on my phone. I was like, oh my god. But then you had that was good putting the where he's sitting there.
What about
sucking
Mr.
mate
Tucker? You got any Mr. Tucker quotes? You know, in what movie is that? The guy that's on the sticks.
Mr. Tucker.
Something about Mary.
Nah.
You watched that movie before, Brett?
I
Tucker's
have,
good.
yeah.
Tucker.
Tucker.
I've got
YouTube.
one, but it's not probably appropriate.
Okay, YouTube.
Will you beep it out?
Okay.
Yeah.
YouTube.
Okay.
Flamra. Camera flashing to Mac so we can do 6-7 is mad. That was from B Wills. Spotify.
Mac edits the video, so he would have purposely known when he's said 6-7 and then
You
cut to
were
himself.
talking about you're talking about King kicking. Yeah, you can kick 6 goals, that's right. But once you kick 7, and then it just cuts to me, and I was just.
Oh,
throwing
fuck,
my
that's
hands.
actually
That was
cool.
just for
That's
for the visuals.
that is actually sick. I like that.
Thanks, Wilsey.
But then that's to the third. I reckon we're up on the 35%. I reckon it's maybe we're just finding new audience because our YouTube's going crazy.
Read the names who are doing this as well.
Okay, that was B Wills 11. Spotify Charlie Hocking talking about the number 45 and forgetting 3-time premiership player and Geelong premiership captain Cameron Ling feels a bit fitting for Faf.
We were talking specifically about Freos, number
Yeah,
45s.
Freos. So
They're-
Charlie,
Charlie, just settle.
mate, settle the fuck down. You and Sheedy need to just relax and just chill out.
And probably
because
get a haircut.
We wouldn't forget that.
Ring a ding ding.
Instagram Sam Lawham said more movie lines from the big fella.
That's
Bert.
exactly right.
So
I
we'll
reckon
get there. Thank you.
that's exactly right.
Hey
Tucker.
boys, big round of footy Thursday night. This is a ripping game.
Ooh,
which
yes,
the
it is.
Nuffy himself, Will Swale.
Oh, he'll be there in his jumper.
Him and his dad are actually. His dad's flown over from Adelaide,
Face paint.
and they are going down the highway to GMHBA to watch this,
Yeah.
to sit together
In the cheer squad?
in the
With
cheer squad
with the pom-poms? Over it goes, over the bench.
to watch the Adelaide Crows take on the Geelong Cats.
Adelaide.
Yeah. Adelaide. Adelaide.
He's going to hate that.
Oh god.
Finbar Maley making his debut for the Crows.
That was a great piece of
Story arc.
content. Story arcing from Nixie, wasn't it? They got him up for the gag. If you didn't see it, they got him up for another gag, but then they, in reverse, they were actually
yeah.
saying his debut. So congrats to him. That was awesome.
Hey, the BWS band a worthy stat for this game. Geelong has won 14 straight against Adelaide at Cardinia Park, with the Crows' last win there coming in 2003. Wow, Chris Massey would have been playing probably.
I remember him.
Can Adelaide break the curse?
Yeah.
Did Chris Massey play for Carlton?
He did.
Yeah, he broke my heart when he left.
Did he?
A few niche players that played for both sides. Who you got?
Josh Jenkins,
James Podsedley.
Dangerfield,
Brenton Sanderson.
Yeah, he did.
Sando, yeah. There's one there that didn't play much footy.
Brenton
but I
Sanderson
can't
didn't
remember.
play for Adelaide.
What about Stengel?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
Tyson Stengel.
Dean Gore got traded for
Dean
Patrick
Gore.
Dangerfield.
That was the one that I was thinking.
Traded
Dean
for Paddy
Gore.
Dangerfield, did he?
Pardon?
Did he get traded for Paddy?
He was in the trade. for Patrick Dangerfield.
I don't know. Do the listeners like this? Because we've done this last year, so we're just naming the
I
same
think one
players.
person
Nah,
said
they-
they wanted it back.
Yeah, one said
And
that.
then 99 said.
Like, oh yeah, remember when they
I
said
like
that
it.
last year
I
with
like
Josh
it.
Jenkins in danger?
I like
But
it.
anyway, the big question is, can Adelaide break the curse? One more time, everyone. Adelaide.
Adelaide. Oh, sorry. We're doing 3. Can they break the curse? I reckon they actually can.
Okay.
I actually reckon they can. After the way they performed last week against the Western Borises, flying over,
Cats off a bye.
Yeah, I reckon they can.
That's off a bye.
Danger,
can.
Nick the calf.
Yeah.
So he's out for 1 to 2. I did, I watched their VFL play against Essendon, and they were really strong. They won by 80 or 90 points, just about. I don't know. I'm leaning more towards the Cats in this one. I think they're at home, typically very hard to play against.
What are the Cats 1-1? They got pumped by Gold Coast.
Yeah, touched up there and then came back and beat Freo at home. And I think Freo are legit this year.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with the Cats, even though I think Will Swale will be doing his best to get Adelaide up and
The
going.
swale factor nearly swayed me
It's
towards
the double
Crows.
swale factor as well because the dad's coming too.
That's true.
So imagine how loud they're going to be down there.
Yeah,
And
It's like they're nearly the 19th man is coming to GMHBA.
that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
Crom.
I don't think they can do enough though.
Really?
I'll go with the Cats.
My tipping's almost cooked. I feel like I need to throw a few.
You're down 3. That's it. Keep going.
Okay, I'm going to go Geelong then. Play it smart. Go Geelong. Good
Just
luck.
tip who you think is going to win.
I think if this game was at the G,
John, tip both.
if the game was at the G, I'd go there. But 2 games in a row at GMHBA, I think that they're going to win.
Skinniness of the ground.
Skinnies to the ground. There'll be a lot of out in the full kicks. I'm telling you now, there'll be a lot
Swale
of out in the
might
full
even take
kicks.
one of the
Adelaide.
No. Do you reckon they painted the lines a little bit skinnier over there? At,
I just got the bloody ball in the bloody head. Anyway, go on, Tex. Keep going, mate.
Brett's got a good point.
Okay.
no.
Out
Doesn't matter.
It's too,
It's too serious for
out of
him.
West
It
Lakes, do
doesn't
you think
matter.
they cut the boundary?
Well, we used to do it.
Mick Moldhouse used to do that.
Yeah, you used to do it, Freya.
And then at Subi, we used to, for when you're playing there, we used to extend it. So you'd only have a 3/4 ground, but you'd say, well, this is how much distance there is between the 50 metre and the square.
But
and
to actually give the context to that, so when you're going,
to play the team, you get the linesman or the groundsman to mark the lines at a different length because they're so, especially at Subiaco, there was a huge differential. The ground was so long. But then even at down at GMHBA, it's so skinny, so you'd bring the boundary in, so you realise you haven't got that much room.
do you know what
to be able
another
to
one
practice
was that they used to do? Was because I remember when we used to go up and play Swans, went there twice. The centre square and the 50 arcs are like there's like a 5 metre gap. It's very
Not even.
yeah, it's really tight. So that would affect a lot because you'd have people doing a lot off the back off the square. You'd be right in there. So that would actually impact.
As a higher forward, you'd nearly be able to get a dump hit,
Yes,
wouldn't you?
I'd be calling Matty Flynn from half forward flank, dumping it. Anyway, that's just behind the curtain, guys.
Yeah, Cats.
Hey, guys, don't forget as well, Gather Round Run Club is really exciting. Speaking of Adelaide, it's in Gather Round, a 4-kilometre run or walk where fans from all 18 clubs will compete for bragging rights. You don't have to be a runner. You just need to show up. You can walk, run, do it absolutely ever you like. Registrations are now open via Ticketek, a $10 entry, and all proceeds go to the Adelaide Women's and Children's Hospital Foundation, which is absolutely huge.
You'll be running?
I will be there. I'll be running.
Yeah.
I'm really fit at the moment.
Yeah.
So
Lost a
feeling good.
kilo, which is great. Are you? How long are you staying over there for? Or are you coming straight back after that?
I haven't worked it out yet.
Yeah.
Still up in the air what I do.
Sweet.
Still not sure. Registrations update, though. I can tell you that Adelaide Crows are currently leading the charge with the most registrations. So this is how it works. There's going to be a competition. In
Probably more Adelaide Crows fans in Adelaide.
You'd think so.
Yeah,
But
so-
it's
Swale, his dad.
Yeah, they'll be there. Adelaide.
You might even be able to do a chant on the run.
They will. No, but
It'd be hard to run with the big pom poms.
He's gonna fucking hate this.
He nearly wear full kit to the game when he footy
He'll have his
boots and
socks
all.
pulled up, tucked in his little shorts. Go Swale. Adelaide.
yeah, Adelaide. Good on you.
Anyway, run club, get over there.
Yeah.
Get over there,
around.
guys. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Friday night, Collingwood Magpies versus the GWS Giants at Marvel Stadium. BWS banter-worthy status. Collingwood and Giants meet at Marvel Stadium for the first time on Friday.
Wow. Okay.
Giants has lost its past 2 games at Marvel Stadium by 80 plus
So they
points.
don't go well there, do they?
Take that to...
Has that been the
Toby,
Dogs
isn't it?
both times? Yeah, they've touched them up. I remember the last year's game was a Thursday night. Thought it was going to be an absolute cracker of a game, but the Dags went.
What is it? Should they put a roof on NG to simulate the Marvel?
Hey, Schwegs, just a quick one, mate. You get the.
It's not
Not
the
a
worst
bad
idea.
shout. It's not a bad shout, Mike. So this is the night game. So again, will they? No, but I know They were talking about keeping it open.
It's
all
when the
the
weather's really good. I don't know.
It's going to be 16 degrees on Friday, mate. I don't reckon they're keeping it open.
Yes, but just for context, Bert, it takes
Story arc
it
deal.
takes like 4 hours or something to close the roof, doesn't it? It's not like something they can just go like.
No,
No, it does.
30 minutes,
I
mate.
watched it close. It takes 10 minutes.
30 minutes max.
Yeah, but they pressed it 3.5 hours before you saw it close. Okay. You guys talk about this for a second. I'm just going to do some research.
Yeah. GWS just down on soldiers.
Yeah.
Aren't they?
Their best players aren't playing at the moment. And they've got a couple coming back, though, I read yesterday. I think Aaron...
For this game?
Dill's cousin, Aaron Cabin's chance to come back in, which is good
Is he a
because
chance
they're...
or is he in?
No comment.
But then also, I think Darcy Moore might be a chance to play.
Moore and Howe are meant to get through training yesterday, today, depending on.
But also, Darcy didn't get through training last time, did he? He nicked his hammy on the way into playing that first game back. So, will be interesting. I don't know which way I want to go on this one. I think the Giants need to travel better. And obviously, at Marvel, they've been thumped by 80 points the last couple of times, but that was in a downhill absolute rout from the Dogs. I don't think the Pies will be able to do that to them, but I still think the Pies might be too strong.
Yeah, I think the Pies will be winning. GWS just light on soldiers. And I don't read too much into the old hoodoos at stadiums, but I feel like they just can't get a hold of this joint.
Yeah, I think that they will understand that. And
Will they address it?
They're going to address it,
Yeah.
and they will be changing it. They'll be rectifying it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go Giants.
Yeah, because the roof on
The
engine.
only big one is Jack Buckley's missing with
Concussion.
isn't he? Which
No matchups.
no matchups.
Back to
But
backs.
Sam Taylor's
He's
how
out.
far off is he?
No, he did a bad hammy, man. He's a couple of...
When did he do the hammy? In the Origin?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's kind of been brushed under the
That's
carpet.
what I mean. How far would
Nah,
that
it
be?
hasn't been at all. It was reported, and there was a lot of uproar about it because he came off, and they're like, "Oh, just a bit of awareness." Then, upon further scans, properly done a high hammy.
Yeah.
Jeez, not good.
He probably would have felt that, wouldn't he?
I'm going Giants just because I've
Yeah.
said it and I'm going to stick with them. It takes 8 minutes to fully open and close.
3 hours.
So
Can I just say, though, here, it does say,
To open
while
it
the
for-
operation takes roughly 8 minutes, the roof is generally closed 2 to 3 hours before a match. So maybe that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Anyway. Boris's mailbag. Send in your emails
Who'd
to
you tip?
boris@clubbysports.com. Giants. If it
is a
doesn't
long
need
one.
to be a Brett's fret. So, hello, Faffers. I have a problem that's been building over the course of 13 years.
Oh.
And I think the only way to get over my issue is to ask somebody directly related to
Oh
it.
God, here we go.
Lids, Burt, Ball, Buria.
Barrier.
Ball.
I think they spelled that wrong.
Oh, okay, sorry. Lids, Burt, Bullberrier, and father of Boris. Brett Delidio is directly responsible for me changing teams after the 2015 elimination final against North Melbourne, in which I switched from my father's Tigers to my mother's Kangas.
That was an error.
2013 comeback from
now.
ninth place Carlton also didn't help when my dad had to console a younger me after the game. Brett, since we are in the same boat, both seeing and succeed without us, can you share any advice on how you get over it?
You don't.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate. Live with it. And everyone will bring it up in passing or whatever. It's like, hey, mate, no offense, but geez, you should have stayed. Fucking thanks, Sherlock.
Do you reckon?
What's been like one of those comments that's just got you at a bad time and you've just been like,
Mate, people who think that we're friends, we're having a beer and they've just come into the circle. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, mate, geez, really sorry about that. Oh, geez, you should have stayed. Fuck off, mate. Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Do you reckon Brett or Bert?
and what's their reaction when you said that? Because they're like, we're mates.
No, mate, sorry. No, I didn't. No, didn't mean it. But I
But
just
seriously?
have to say. But I just have to say. No, you
Seriously,
don't.
like
Yeah, no, you don't.
three flags. Like,
Yeah.
Anyway.
Look at you, mate. You're going bald. Fuck off.
Look at me, what that's for? I didn't say anything, Brett.
Not looking at you.
Do you reckon that?
I think he was looking at me.
Do you reckon that contributes to like your somewhat? I've noticed over the journey working with you, you've got a little bit of a short fuse.
A little
Have
bit.
you always had
I
that?
think he's always had the short.
Have you always had that?
Always
Yeah,
had
I think I have.
Yeah, it's the high standards.
Potentially.
Yeah, the high standards, punctuality,
Yeah.
high performance.
Katie says that I need to relax on that. It's particularly at home with the
Yeah.
girls.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get worked
know
up,
what?
just chuck a movie on.
You can't chuck a movie on.
No.
No, there's no putting movies on with the
quote a few
girls.
in your
It's
head.
right. We got to get outside and go and do stuff.
You're not a TV dad?
No.
Yeah, interesting. Juz doesn't.
Never.
Yeah.
Oh no, it is, but at certain times it's not.
yeah.
Midweek doesn't happen.
Getting them outside is the best way. Hey, can I ask you something actually?
You can. What was that
I'm gonna have
guy's
to come
name?
back to it. I'm gonna have to come back to it. I've forgotten it.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Brett, so this question's about asking about getting over an ex in more of a footy lens. Do you have any advice for any listeners who maybe want to get over an ex in a relationship?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Oh, I'm over. Yeah, I'm over that one. Anyway, keep going.
No, I don't because it's not. No,
You're pretty much one hit wonder.
Yeah, pretty much. Katie and I have been together a long time. So,
Yeah.
So what if someone's sulking about a relationship that's ended? What would you say to them?
Go for a walk.
yeah, mate, chin up.
Plenty more fish in the sea.
Yeah.
That type of stuff.
Yeah, probably.
Get
To
him
the
up.
gym.
You go to the gym.
Do you know what my biggest
Endorphins.
thing is?
I haven't got anything
love
funny
was,
to add.
you know, you can call it a breakup, right? And there's a makeover. You can have a breakover. So my advice to anyone out there that's gone through a broken heart: have a breakover. Focus on yourself. Give yourself a makeover. Go to the gym.
Lose a kilo.
Lose a kilo like myself.
Yeah.
Just go to the gym. Get your health going. Focus on you.
Yeah.
Focus on the vessel that you are.
Focus on your footy.
Not for too long though.
Focus on your
Yeah.
footy.
Because I reckon there's a few people out there that focus on that for too long and they end up mid-30s and single. So
Are you talking about Rob? Nah.
See his story. He's Richard
I
Wash.
did. He's doing bench press and
Showing off the obliques.
Yeah.
In the shower. Just
looking healthy.
through
He's looking
there.
very healthy.
For the context again, go to Richard Wash
at Richard Wash.
Instagram
Yeah.
at Richard Wash _.
Yeah.
Hey, let's move to the games
Yeah,
on
let's
Saturday.
do it.
Just a quick fun fact.
Yeah.
On Saturday, 2 games at Marvel. Early,
Yeah, I saw that.
late.
Quickly
Doesn't happen often, does it?
though.
mate, you were going to see whether you could do the double one day and see whether you could just hide
Hide
and,
and seek,
and
that's
get in
what
there.
Back to do it.
Yeah, I would definitely mean no. I would not be doing
Mac
that.
won't be
Mac
doing
can
it
do
either, I don't think.
Nah,
No.
not this week.
Well, you got out with concussion, you'd be sweet. You can go and
Yeah. No, I'm not doing it.
Just quickly as well, Collingwood Giants players, Harry Perryman, Adam Treloar.
Yep.
There's been a lot.
Heath Shaw.
Heath
Lockie
Shaw, Lockie Keith, Taylor Adams,
Number of.
Tim Golds. That's a niche one.
Goldsy.
Not sure if he actually played for Collingwood. I digress. Saturday, St Kilda Brisbane at Marvel. BWS banter-worthy stat. Only one team this century has started at 0-2 and gone on to win the flag.
Do you know who that is?
Brisbane in 2024 when I wrote them
when
off.
you wrote them off.
I reckon
Cal-
they went 0-3, didn't they?
No, one.
That one.
1-3. Cal Wilkie is the... Oh, my God, this stat. I saw this last night and messaged Link. I could not believe it. Cal Wilkie is the only player in the competition to have 100% total game time in 2026. So he does not come off the ground. He's played 90 games at 100% game time.
That's just hogging the fucking time on ground.
Isn't that a mate? Like, that's worth its weight in gold. To have a player that can perform and not be... With the rotations these days as well.
Keep him out there.
Keep him out there. That is...
Leadership.
amazing. I used to literally look for the bench, being like, please give me a fucking break whenever I can get off. I'm keen. I was like, can't get there. Like, no, Summer, nah, I'm ready.
They told you to stay on.
Yeah, they were struggling.
No,
That's a
mate.
pretty interesting stat, though. Am I right?
Well, he plays deep back, so he probably gets a lot of rest as he's
Yeah.
We're
squashing
not
up the
getting
ground.
as excited as you did last night on it.
I thought it was.
Oh,
quite
it actually
fascinating.
surprises me that he's the only one.
Charlie Comben's 96% this year.
He only got. Well, that was in a practice match when he knocked it through from 35.
He got dragged. Yeah.
He didn't.
Brisbane for me on this one. I think they get it done. They get their first win for the year at Marvel Stadium against the Saints.
Yep.
Did your man, the Flying Viking,
He did.
call you back?
Got back to me. I have to get it up.
Can you say, hey, sexy or
He
something?
said, "Hey, sexy." Yeah, I was like, okay.
Context again. Earlier in the week, you rang him on Instagram.
While you're
Cold
finding
called
that. While you're finding that, I think, I agree with you. I think Brisbane, a chance to probably just get another win under their belt with Zach Bailey back into the side, Darcy Gardner, Logan Morris back as well. But I did read that they're going to rest McCluggage. We'll give him another week with his. He had a calf, I reckon.
I am tipping St.
Oh my God!
Ross,
Rossi, I love you.
I love what you did with the media.
Yeah, yes.
It was a coaching masterclass. Hope there's no thunder.
It's that Marvel.
Yeah,
So it's
true.
under the roof.
Yeah, true.
All those
I-
mediocre journalists and
How often do you speak to Ross?
No,
Like,
not
out of
at all.
curiosity?
Not at all. This is more.
Do
This
you
is
text or call? Is he a texter?
telepathic.
this game. I just think Brisbane. Brisbane will be okay.
When's the wedding?
Brisbane will be okay.
They will be
Everyone,
fine.
Brisbane out there, they'll be fine. I think we play them the week after. So, but
You want a real tight one.
no, they'll be okay. But I just think they will take a little bit of time just to get their mojo back. Premiership last year, shorter pre-season, some injuries to start the year. They've had the bye. I think St Kilda needed that game last week. They played really well. And then
They started well.
Yeah, but then they fell away, right? They fell away.
Flying Vikings good.
Yeah,
The Flying Viking. They handled the Lightning stuff. They've got some good players that are
Ross was
starting
dancing.
to mould together. Tom DeConing, he's starting to put some games together. Nasai Wang and Miller will.
He's a good player.
He's handy.
He's my super coach.
So yeah, I'll tip the Saints.
Look, I take your point. I think Brisbane have to get this one done if they want to win a third. It'd be vital for them to get up and about. But there's actually a bit of spice in this game as well because
There's the Fagan.
there's the Fagan-Ross comments earlier
There's
this
the
year.
Northern Academy stuff.
Yep.
There's
From
the salary
Bassett.
cap of free agents
Yeah, so
or free agents' money.
for those who missed it, Fagan made comments around the Naz deal.
Yeah.
So he said, I'm hoping the numbers we saw last year via St Kilda don't become a reality. I saw that as a bit of a danger to the game. And then,
Which I think he's actually right.
and then Ross later said he doesn't recall in 16 years of coaching that a coach has made comments about an opposition player in a derogatory sense. So he's basically like, what the hell? Why'd you say that?
Yeah.
What the hell?
And Chris Fagan was eating a Subway at NG Stadium, so they're taking this game quite seriously. He was doing his prep. Did you hear that?
Yeah, they have great food there as well at NG Stadium.
They have a Subway.
They have a Subway there.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, they've got some awesome stuff.
Brett was usually out in the green stuff.
No, I wasn't. I was like watching Brett.
I wasn't actually. I wasn't on the green stuff there at the Giants.
It's
I spent a lot of time on the sidelines.
just on this stuff. I know we spoke about it earlier in the week, but I think this has come full circle now too because there's reports with Zach Bailey getting offered a contract that's quite high from Brisbane, and if that throws out people at the club on
Really, we manage him and I haven't seen it. Yeah,
oh, how much is it then?
about $1.20.
Yeah, right. There you go. So there's those comments. So it'll be interesting to see where it lands.
Yeah. I heard people talking about that this morning too, about whether that throws out. If one player's worth more and they're like Hawthorn and Geelong have notoriously done it where they say, oh, well, they don't players don't take overs to come here and play, and that's what's created success. And I understand what they're talking about. But
What if they paid Bailey Smith quite well to go there?
he was off a knee though.
Another example of
But yeah, well,
I think Jez is the
Jez.
only one that would probably be earning really good cash.
yeah, Jez would be over $1 million. You'd imagine there. I reckon Danger didn't miss out by going there.
I think Danger's done okay.
Yeah,
do you reckon he's paid off his home?
I reckon he might have had a couple of pennies left over
Just.
just to pay off that Moggs Creek
good.
home.
Just.
Good. Because you know the economy at the moment.
It is. It is. Well, that if
Interest
we
rates.
were doing
What about-
power
what
rankings,
about
mate.
Diesel at the moment?
Well, yeah,
Let's not get started on that.
let's not
Remember
get
Brett
started.
Short fuse?
Yeah.
Don't bring up diesel or interest rates.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
I'm
Are
just
we
a
allowed to
big-
talk about politics on here?
Yeah, I'm a big one on. I'm really looking forward to the off-season talks already starting halfway through the year because I'm a big fan of tradies with Mitch and Sam and Link.
Yeah.
Who's actually, by the way, did you notice that Link, if you've been tuning into tradies, he also produces that show. Sam McClure has actually been referring to Link and Mitch as his co-hosts.
I heard that.
So Link is actually a
Link,
co-host.
not
Wow.
He's a co-host of that show now.
He fits right into the real
Would you wear
nerdy
that
sort of
hat?
behaviour.
Would
You
you
need
wear
to
that
start
hat
wearing
on
flat. You need to
tradies?
start wearing flat caps.
Tuck the ears in.
Based on my kit yesterday, Sam thought I was like he made a comment about me being like a hippie from Brunswick. So I might just maybe that's my character.
So are you a co-host there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then he asked if I had a media cred, so he sort of degraded me after giving me a compliment. So.
Yeah.
So
you
you
go.
can't get into grounds.
Back to that
Yeah.
point was I'm really looking forward to. I think what St Kilda have done in terms of these big contracts is just gonna blow the comp up in a good way because so many players.
Yeah.
We spoke about it on Monday, like the Darcy Wilson examples there. Everyone's talking about. Like he's going, well, if Mateus Philippou's on $1 million
Yeah.
and I'm better than him, and I'm on 400. Well, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
Anyway,
I think you make a decent point.
Thank you, Brett.
But I don't, and I've always been an advocate for not disclosing player salaries because all it does is create angst and turmoil amongst players in a club room setting, but also fans and whatever else. Like the fact that it's been reported that this is what we think Naz is on, even if it's not right.
Yeah.
Like everyone says, you're just guilty by association, really, aren't you?
And I always like to go back to your history and your salary progression. You had you had the 70K,
Yes.
followed by the 70K. Another 70K backed yourself in potential to have a good year that year.
No, I only had the
year.
two 70Ks. So it was the 70.
Oh, yeah. So your
And then
second
I asked
70K.
No, so I signed the rookie deal, the 70.
Yeah.
They came and said, look, we're going to give you another crack. I said, beauty, can we talk about the cash? They said, no, we're just going to stick at the 70. I said, perfect, all good. There's new TTP coming in next year. I'm going to hold off for that, and then we'll wait. Then unfortunately,
I'll stop you there, Dylan. We said you just sat on 70.
and then I unfortunately got delisted, and that didn't come to fruition. So
You had the CBA uplift, full uplift, but you didn't
yes,
hang
didn't
around
the
to get
other
it.
So how did you feel when the big guns were getting the big deals around?
Do you know what?
On
There's
the
there's a part of me that, like, I'll honestly say this is, I was always so realistic of, like, if Josh Kelly's earning $1 million, good on him because he's given $1 million of value. Like, I knew I wasn't providing that value for the footy club yet. I was hoping after that 70K deal that I could provide a bit, but it's about bums on seats.
Was it?
Like, mate, if I'm doing my calf and fucking around and not getting eating Subways at
Nude
Energy
handstand.
Stadium,
Cheering GWS.
Giants. If I'm doing that, well, fucking 70K is pretty good. You know what I mean? Like, if you're not providing the value, piss off.
That's true.
So I was I was quite realistic on what was happening. I only asked for an extra 5. They said no. And I was like,
Just for the tolls.
probably fair. Okay, let's move on.
Yeah.
So maybe a few plays now listen to that.
Freo, Richmond, Optus Stadium, BWS banter-worthy stat. Jakey Treacy
Oh, he's a great
has
guy.
kicked 4, 5, and 6 goals in the past 3 games against the Tigers. The trend is the friend.
Yeah.
And who got a hold of him? King kicked 7, didn't he?
Yep.
Reid kicked 4 as well.
So put him down for his average in 5, I reckon, at the very
At Optus
least.
Stadium, gee whiz, they're parochial over there, which is terrific. We used to play over there. Great place to play home football. Every second week. Never played at Optus Stadium, to be honest. But Subiaco, the thinner, longer oval.
Yeah, I played Subi too.
Fans got behind you, and they continue to do that. I think this will be a toughish trip, I think, for the young
Tiggies.
Tigers.
I reckon they'll start well, but then
Because the Dockers are up and going.
Very similar to what happened last week against the Suns, is that they'll just fall away with inexperience. But yeah, you can't put that, like Jakey Treacy, we put him down for 4, 5, or 6. But that's not just purely on the big defenders in Benny Miller and Noah Bolter and whatever else. That's
pressure on the ball.
A bit of pressure on the ball wouldn't go astray. But if they get silver service, then put all of them
Best
down for a
midfield in
couple.
the comp, Freo?
Oh, you could put a case forward, but I'd probably lean towards the Dogs.
Yeah, that's true.
Dogs, Lions, they're pretty handy.
At the moment,
Good midfields, aren't they?
the Dogs are the one. The Lions are a bit banged
And
up.
fully fit Sydney midfield.
So wrong, so right. Brayshaw, Hayden Young, the old wildcard who can't get on the park.
Yep.
They put Jake Bolton in there. Murphy Reid goes up a little bit.
Yep.
Jackson,
Jackson does like rucks and
he taps it a bit.
and he roves it as well.
Mason
So
Cox.
Mason Cox is at Peel at the moment.
Down the highway. It's called the Scooby Doos.
Still there.
But not in the midfield.
Erasmus.
Is he? When we're talking about the midfield,
What about Murphy Reid?
Murphy
well,
Reid
he
said
did. He
Reid.
did mention him.
Yeah, said him. It's the third player.
Sorry about that.
Brayshaw.
You just hit pause on the
Yep.
tuning in.
Yeah.
He hasn't got the second year blues, does he?
No,
Not yet.
no. Plays for Freo. Now, I'm going with Fremantle. Not much else to say on that
I'll
one.
go with Freo.
Now, Justin Longmuir.
Yes. Oh, not much else to say on that, but Justin Longmuir. Okay, mate. No worries.
I like him. He just needs to. What did he say a while ago? I have no fun in my life.
Yeah.
That was funny. Like, that's not true. I think he's just very dry. Do you know him?
Yeah.
Is he dry or is he actually having no fun?
I don't know him to the extent where I can ring him up and say, "You've been having some fun in your life.
Yeah.
What are you doing to break up the monotony of footy.
Have you tried Skittles?
Yeah. Skittles and cards. Go
So
for a
is
swim.
he actually? Yeah. Do you reckon maybe he's? Just
Is
not
he
having
referring
fun?
to like head coaching? And
Yeah.
How do you find the fun in your life?
Me?
Coaching Essendon.
Here I am.
Yeah.
Here's the fun.
Mick, you know what? I just don't know if it's. I don't think you
Worth
should do
it.
it. You should do it. Don't do it. Stay with us forever.
Get him on the pod.
Josh Fatboy.
No, Longy.
Oh, Longy. So
JL.
yeah, I think we all kind of see his press conferences. I don't think
It was almost like if there was
Full
a
of juice.
If there was a WhatsApp group of all the head coaches, they'd be sending in a few haha lols. Feel ya JL
Yeah.
in that.
Him and
after
Vossi.
that. Yeah.
thumbs up emojis.
Moving on. Saturday, Essendon versus North Melbourne.
Oh, this
Fuck
is the
me, I'm excited.
game
for
of the
this game.
round.
I'm seriously excited for this game.
Do you reckon he'll still be up at 7:30 on
Kevin
Saturday night?
Sheedy might be there, waving the scarf. Come on, Dons!
Marshmallow game.
Come on, Dons! And then,
Who else?
just trying to think if there's a North person besides the obvious one.
Glenn Archer.
Glenn Archer, that's a good one. The shin boner of the century.
Yeah.
With Jackson, who just signed a contract.
He did.
Congrats to
Sean
him.
Atley.
Sean.
Fuck, that's disrespectful from you. You just laughed down the microphone. Charlie played 250 games.
He's a very good player. Very good player.
Speed, half back.
Great player. He
Ran
was-
in straight lines a lot. Didn't change direction.
No,
No,
he's too
very
quick.
erect.
Too quick.
Jamie McMillan, is he? He's on the board there or something?
No,
Oh,
he's
it's,
AFL now. Works
oh,
at
AFL.
Yeah.
Number 34.
Sam
Does
Right.
everyone have any
Sam
gripes? I'll
Wright.
ring him.
Is it Collingwood?
Sam Wright's
Wright.
at Collingwood.
AFLW.
Yeah, no, actually head coach. Yeah, good on him. Anyway, this is a really good game. Brett, you and I talk about this because I feel like this is... I'm genuinely pumped for this.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's two teams that
We'll go at it.
need a win, and they're going to be going at it really, really hard.
Yeah.
BWS banter-worthy stat. Essendon hasn't lost to North Melbourne since 2017, winning 12 straight matchups. Is this the year
North fans.
Question mark.
Is it?
I think it is. But Dons aren't going to give it to you. They're not just going to roll up and go, you boys have it.
Funnily enough,
You boys have it.
In professional sport, I've never really seen that happen.
Never.
I reckon there's a little bit of bathwater being drank with our boys last week over in the West.
Yeah.
They got a bit comfortable.
They drink
As much as we tried to warn them on this show.
Yeah.
It's
And
a
that's not
business trip.
That's not the coach's fault either.
I actually went round to each individual room and checked the baths.
Yeah. Just to
No
make
water
sure.
left.
They were hydrated.
Yeah,
But,
well, that's what I thought. I thought, fuck, good boy, the boys.
Oh, that makes me
that's incorrect. I, as I said on Tuesday's record, or Monday's record for Tuesday's show, the hat came off and was handed to West Coast.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think our lads started well, then just didn't absorb the pressure.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's you just got to move on and face what's in front of you.
Yeah.
So there's been a fair bit of talk about Essendon having a players-only meeting. I was involved in a few of those.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. I wonder if they buried a footy. We did at the end of one of ours.
Where is this fucking footy?
What?
Brett, don't throw your glove anymore.
Yeah.
Bad reflection on
Brad,
the
who
team.
ran them at Richmond? The player onlys.
Leadership group. It was mostly, Chrissy Newman was a captain when the second part of mine, then early days it was
Richo?
Kane Johnson. Ricky wasn't a big one in terms of,
Player only.
No, he was there, but wasn't a lot of him driving because he wasn't a captain.
Yeah.
But we're not talking about Richmond. We're talking about Essendon. And what concerns me is the fact that Cal Toomey's reporting what was spoken about in there and how that's got out from their player only. Now, I get it because you, as a player, you can talk to your missus or your brother or your cousin or whatever who has a contact. But that would be a little bit concerning, I think, from an Essendon point of view as to how the fuck did that happen?
Yeah.
I missed Cal's article. I'll catch up on it. But what
It
did he
wasn't an
say?
article.
Oh, okay. I missed his report.
What's his tweet?
It wasn't his-
Was it a tweet?
He
with
was on the show
floating
last
head over
night.
the
Okay,
top?
I missed that show. What did he say?
What was?
He just reported that they were talking about there's confusion with how they're defending because they've gone from being a press-up team to now back shoulder, or they weren't sure whether they should be going forward or not. So therefore, that's why you see them staying with a man and not going up, and Jason Horne-Francis sitting out the back all by himself.
Now, I think we just need to get the comment and opinion of you, Dylan.
I appreciate that.
What do you think they should do
Well,
in defence?
you know what? What's interesting?
Press or man on man?
Well, I'm always a big press guy. I've always
Come
been
forward to defend?
I've always been a come forward to defend. Let that horseshoe come around and fill the space. We're attached by a rope. If I go up, if I press up, I've got the trust in my man behind me that he's going to get my man.
Traffic
So
light
they need,
theory.
they need to start trusting each other a bit more.
Yeah, need some slack on the rope.
Need some slack. You're not going to get punished if you press up and your man gets it out the back.
Yes.
That's what I'd be saying.
The guy on the horseshoe would.
You got to follow around.
It used to be
You need
called
to trust.
Uranus when I was at Richmond. You got to cover Uranus. So that side winger should be coming around the back to be last line defence.
So
There you go.
All game
Is
plans
that
are the same.
actually?
It's
Is
just
that actually
different.
how? Like, I actually have heard a bit about the change in defence lately. Is it changing now? Like, are some teams pressing and some teams holding?
I think what's happening is forwards. Oh, sorry.
No, you-
No, let's refer to the coach.
Yeah.
I'd say there's more of a trend in the game at the moment towards man on.
Really?
Yeah,
Holding your length.
and defending.
Is that why?
Defending your man, but
So where's the
that,
pressure come from? Behind, like chase.
yeah, a little bit of chase pressure and whatnot.
But do you if someone's in front of you, do you press? Because I'm confused with Essendon now. I'm with Essendon. I don't know what
I'm
we're
just
doing.
going to give you a generic answer here in terms of. I think the league largely has moved in the last number of years. Like Brisbane Lions,
Yeah.
very
Man on.
man on. Get your man done. Play on your man. With obviously Harris Andrews, you play to your strengths of your players and your ability to fold off when your player becomes irrelevant. The stuff you're talking about, off ball and all that, every club is
Does the same.
the horseshoe, whatever you refer to it, Uranus, is
Relevant.
absolutely. Yeah, it's still
Well, there you go. Just trust each other, guys. Trust each other.
I think where Gary
Jackson
Lyons
Prize pressing up. Well,
maybe fold back.
Archie Roberts needs to bloody come in behind him.
Yeah. And Nate Caddy,
Mate, Katie,
you're a
geez,
forward.
He's a star. You just do what you're doing.
You're,
mate.
you're a forward, but we need to play an 18-man defence. Just using an example.
But
As
are
a-
you seeing key forwards hold further? Like we're seeing King do it, obviously, with the
Yeah,
Suns. And we're
Gold
seeing
Coast.
Jack Gunston do it at Hawks. I saw Jack Gunston sitting basically in the first row on the weekend because they're trying to create that gap.
What helps, I think,
Stretch
with,
defences.
again, different teams have different capabilities in this space. What is a very strong strength of Hawthorn's?
Is their small
forward
forwards.
makeup? Small forward. What can they do with their legs?
They can rip back
Rip back.
at the footy.
In short, they can run. Rip back at the footy. What do you
Sorry, at the goals. Rip back.
No, in team defence. Well, how can they help?
Team defence. Let me just think here. They can actually man the mark very well. No, they press up. They get in their face. Stop them. No, stop there. Stop there.
I'll nearly take that.
That's actually, mate. That's a fucking thing. I kicked 3 goals against Melbourne once, but Brendan Bolton was like, "Mate, you manned the mark well." I was like, "Well, I also kicked 3."
They can run. They're good runners.
They're good
with their
runners.
legs.
Yes, they are.
What's the most important ability?
Yeah, manning the mark.
Ability.
You know what? Manning the mark used to be really important, but you can't.
Yeah, the
guard
Hawks did it
45s
very
anymore.
well. Yeah.
Can't guard 45s.
Nah, there's still a bit of a craft to it. But anyway, the Hawks make up of their side have the ability to have those high half forward runners that can support their team defence, which probably allows a Jack Gunston,
Like gives you more space.
to attach himself a little bit more.
It's so interesting with the game trends. I saw a video like a week ago.
Rattled was he?
A little bit. I felt like I was back in the meeting. Like, what's this? I'm like, oh, I don't know.
Where's the ball? Horseshoe. Rope.
Corral.
Adelaide.
What's the
Dump
what's,
it.
There was a
We should have
there,
gone to dump it. Shut up.
there was vision like last week or so of a player who played on from fullback. This is like maybe in the early 2000s, 90s, and it showed how different the game was. And he played on and he ran to like halfway of the field because every player was just man on man running back with their team.
It was Lindsay Gilby.
Well, that's what it was, Lindsay Gilby. Mate, the vision was amazing. You should see this. Take it there and be like,
flooding back.
It was crazy, like how much he ran there because everyone was like,
Which is
10
what the
metres
Dogs are
away.
doing at the moment. They're getting right back. They're retreating essentially.
They bringing back the Weagles web, are they?
Yeah, potentially. Yeah. This should rate really highly because when Cal Toomey was on, we got real nerdy, and that was just a nerd fest just then.
Yeah, I
Blink,
panicked.
are you okay?
I'm
Mac fell
going.
asleep.
I'm going with North.
How do the Surrey Park under 9? Sorry,
How do they defend?
the
got a
thirds,
zone.
which is
We got a
under
zone.
9s.
3, 2, 1, maybe.
This is basketball.
You only have 6 players out there defending.
The 3-2-1.
Nah.
What are the other?
The forwards are just in a 3-2-1.
Well, the wings push up. Get your lines.
Yeah, a bit of help side.
You know me. I just jog out there. Mac, you're in line here. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Put my arms up.
How is it going with the?
Kick
Did you
right.
get the quickly just to pivot? Did you get the captaincy?
Still don't know.
Yeah,
Round one's in like 2 weeks. So
surely
nice to know
you've
if you're
got to
gonna call heads or
prepare
tails.
some leadership and stuff
He's
like
racing
that.
the clock for fitness.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'm getting back for round one. I think I'm what do you call it?
that could that could
HI.
cost you for the captaincy of the under
know.
19s, even though you're 25.
Yeah, we got to stop calling it under 19s, but I'm not 25.
I'm going North Melbourne. Brett?
Yes, I am also going the Roo Boys. Kanga,
it.
Kanga, Kanga.
Love it. Hey, top fives.
Missed this one.
It's been a minute.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody get ready because it's time for top fives. Top fives.
Huge. Top fives. This one's here from Jack Tessari. Hey, fellas. First time, long time. Following the shiny bowling ball running around for the Swans on Thursday night, which caught me by surprise.
Oh, yeah, Caden Cleary.
And was good to see.
Yeah.
Very short.
Yeah, it had me a little sad about the lack of bald nuggets running around these days and compared to the golden ages, mid-2000s. Was hoping you guys could help me out to go back to the vault and provide a top 5 each for the all-time bald-headed players. My bald eagle captain would be Nathan Eagleton, no doubt. It's a shame Turkey has taken this away from us. Cheers, Jack.
Yeah.
I love that email.
Oh, I've ripped a couple together here.
One's Nathan Eagleton. He is the bald man.
What are you going to do here, Brett? You're just going to throw up some names?
Yeah, I've got a top 5.
He's got it. He didn't want to play, but he liked it. He liked it.
You want to play? Then
I've got a couple of fucking funny ones in here, mate.
And I think he might have to be the crescendo.
Okay.
Brett, in these segments, Brett usually
He's pretty good.
he brings
He'll do
the
like,
house down.
I already know who he's going to do. I already know one he's going to do. I'll tell you before he does it. He'll do that 100%. He'll do that 100%.
Hang on. Best top 5 ball players of all time. You reckon he'll do him?
Yeah, I reckon.
Okay.
Just right.
Makes no sense, by the way, what he just said. I'll give my top 5. At 5, an ode to my former club.
Yes.
Couple of odes to my former clubs here.
Yes.
Fremantle. Andrew Wills. Remember Andrew,
Andrew
Wills?
Wills.
Well, number 4. Yeah. He kind of wasn't bald. He had the thing where horseshoes around the back
he
of the...
needed to give up, but didn't.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Shout out Andrew Wills.
He slipped my...
Look him up. Played with the Cats as well.
He did.
4, Camden McIntosh.
Yeah.
Enjoyed his...
Oh, yeah.
The
Well,
useless headband.
Yep.
The headband. No, it kept the sweat out of the eyes.
Oh, wow.
Eyebrows are meant to do that, aren't they? Anyway.
bass.
3, Nathan Jones.
Oh, yeah, Jonesy.
very
God,
shiny
you
man.
forget how bald he was. Yeah.
Yeah, he was very shiny and bald. 2, a very significant man in football nowadays, Tom Harley.
Oh, topper.
Yeah.
Good friend of mine, actually.
Big Tomcat.
Mid-2000s, 2010s, premierships, did all that stuff, tossed the coin, like Mac might, Surrey Park. And number 1, I don't think you can go past an ode to another former teammate, Gary Ablett there at the Suns.
I forget that you played with
Yeah, it was Gary.
Ablett Jr. You've missed one on my list.
Who else? Oh, shout out to Mil Hannah, Brucey Dool.
Yeah.
And that new player at Adelaide who's just gone from Brisbane.
The one with the sneeze.
Achoo.
No. Archie.
Yeah, Achoo.
Bless
Yeah,
you.
Very good.
Dad jokes.
Bless you.
Go.
Very good.
You got a top 5?
I
Andy,
do,
mate?
yes. Okay, at 5, I'm going with Mickey Martin. Remember Mick Martin?
Yeah.
The old big fullback there from
Yeah.
North. Did he come to Carlton for a year or two? Yeah. Shout out to him. Hope he's well. Number 4, I'm going with is none other than Barry Hall.
Yeah, he's Googled it.
No.
He's Googled ball players.
No.
I'm looking at your screen and there's a list.
No, don't be silly. Don't be silly. Don't be silly. Just finish.
Let's
off.
close the computer.
Okay. Number.
Why did you delete Matty Nix and replace it?
Well, I thought Paul Chapman was better. So number 3, Paul Chapman, who's obviously one of my favourite players from all time. Number 2, I've got Gary Ablett Jr.
Gadge.
I've also missed one that I've just forgotten about. And then number 1, I've got Nathan Eagleton.
Yep.
I've also forgot Chris Judd.
Juddman was a pretty good player.
Chris Judd.
As did I.
And Matty Nix, the coach of Adelaide, was a ball player at the Swans.
He was.
5, Gary Ablett Jr. 4, Max Gawn. 3, Mil Hannah. Shout out. I was a blue supporter. I loved him. 2, this might surprise you, Mick. That's you. You're going bald. 1, and the leader of the pack, all time, and refuses to admit it, Dylan Buckley.
I thought you were going to chuck in Homer Simpson. Yeah. That's who I thought you were
He
going to put
didn't
in.
play football.
Very good, very good.
He boxed though.
He did.
Didn't he?
Not very well.
Any good quotes?
No.
Don't! Marge!
Orgy.
Port Adelaide versus West Coast, another ripping game.
This game's on at 9:30 a.m. Western Standard Time.
Yeah, wow. At
I don't think
Adelaide Oval.
AFL considers this for Western clubs.
Yeah, no, they get left out a bit, don't
They
they?
do.
BWS banter-worthy stat. The Eagles turned a 24-point quarter-time deficit into a win.
serious?
The equal third biggest comeback for the Eagles from quarter-time this century.
Bathwater.
That was against your mob. This is it's another one. It's another hard one to pick. I'm going to go.
Why is
go
it
Port
hard?
Adelaide.
Why is it hard?
Is that
because
It's
both
at,
teams
at
have-
Adelaide Oval.
Oh, well, I know, but West
Adelaide
Coast
bounced? Port Adelaide bounced. They're both coming off a win. I see what you're saying. Both in good form.
both in good form. West Coast played well against a great opponent as well in the Kangaroos. So
Yeah.
I think they're both going in pretty confident. And the Hawks,
Hawks?
the Eagles would want to capitalise with 2 in a row. Don't you think a young group would go, hey, that winning that felt good.
Yeah.
I want some more of that.
More of that. Yeah, no, that's a fair point.
Yeah, you make a good point, but I'm going to go Port Adelaide.
I'll who are you tipping, Brett? Dylan?
I'm going to put Adelaide.
Yeah, I tend to agree. They got Adelaide Oval, different beast. They were on edge last week. Port got moving.
Yeah,
I think Josh Carr got in front of him and said,
it's fire up.
He got him just before the game.
"Did he grab him again?"
Yeah, there was vision. Didn't you see it?
No. I was
Kenny was out there giving a bit of a rev up before
You
it.
got a bit jealous of.
Oh,
Kenny.
Ken was talking to the
Yeah,
lads.
yeah. Just remember, boys, who's the head dog here now.
Hey.
Yeah,
Over here.
I love Ken.
Is that what he sounds like?
Nah.
Where's it won and lost? My players that I love.
The midfield.
It's won and lost through the players that you love.
Yeah.
Go. This would be great.
Yeah.
I spoke about this 2 weeks ago now with Ali. 19 marks.
What's his nickname?
Ali.
Battery. Double A.
Battery.
Is that his nickname?
Don't know, just made it up.
I like that.
That's
That's
a
cool.
great nickname if it is.
It's not. Shandy.
Shandy, there you go.
Do you know why?
No.
Put it together.
Ali.
Shandy.
Chandelier.
Ah. Fucking
Very
hell.
good.
Anyway,
Very
so it's
good.
one loss.
for him. For chandelier. No, I just think that they're hitting some good form. Hurts with Rosie going out. JFH was good last week, playing some good footy.
Jason Francis Horn.
Jay Schultz.
The horny Francis is doing well.
Keep going.
Who else?
I feel like Kari's got the boys.
He's on an island. Fucking get him off me.
Feel the boy. What do you think, Nick?
His computer. He's just on the lock screen right now. He doesn't even have
He
the.
forgot his password on his computer and he couldn't fucking figure out any of the
watching
players.
wallpaper.
All he was playing. Oh my goodness.
Jason Francis
Yeah,
Horn.
JFH. Yeah, JFH.
Joe Richards.
DJB. Darcy Jones Burns.
Joan Byrne. Yep.
Whew. No, I think I just West Coast. Great cause for optimism after the weekend, and some of their
Tyler.
younger players, Shanahan, Duff Tytler,
How good was Shanahan?
and they're big boys.
Rising star.
I think
We're not doing Rising Stars
what will
anymore.
be their
We can.
Huh? We don't want to shout them out.
what will be their challenge, the Eagles, is their big boys up there are young. And unfortunately, they got going last week against the Kangas. But the consistency in that position, they will take some time to develop. And they will have patches and games where it's a bit more challenging. I think this weekend might be one of them.
Okay.
So I'll tip Port Adelaide.
Yep. A few players for both: Brad Ebert, Willie Rioli, Scott Lysett, and Jared Schofield.
Is that as a player or just a half point for a coach?
He played for them as well, I think.
He played for West Coast.
Yeah.
No, I don't think he did. I don't think he did. He played for Freo.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Coach Asubi, and then came in for
He
those couple of
played
games.
63 games for West Coast.
Did he play for Freo?
Yeah.
So, hang on, he
How
played
many
for
did you play for Port Adelaide?
He played 63 games for the Eagles, 131 for Port, and 12 for Freo.
Wow. And you remember the Freo? Of course you do.
What do you think, Dill?
Who the fuck is Jared Schofield? I'm just trying to work that out right now. I'm just trying to. Who am I? Are we talking about the same bloke?
Yeah,
He was the first coach with the
Oh,
sleeve.
yeah.
Interim coach at West Coast.
Yes,
I think he's
yes,
back coaching at Subiaco.
Yeah.
Won
yeah.
3 flags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He went for the job before
He
Minnie got
got
it.
blindsided. I'm looking up here. He got blindsided
By what?
on a brutal exit from
Eagles.
Eagles.
Well, Minnie came in and he was like, no, I don't think I need the. He's gone back to Subi. He was very successful at Subiaco. Run the sleeve.
Yeah.
That he did.
No, I'm familiar with him now. Probably.
Carlton played Melbourne
Yeah,
at the
big
MCG.
Game. Big game. We actually went in. Me and Mac yesterday.
What did you do?
We went for a walk because I'm trying to hit 10,000 steps a day minimum.
Yeah.
And was that just a walking meeting with one of your
Oh,
employees?
Swale was there.
Well, was there? He was going Adelaide. Adelaide.
No,
You don't need to
He'll
wear the
actually
jumper
be
yet. The
outside
game's
right
not
now.
till
Yeah,
Friday.
furious.
And we went and went for a walk because we're in Cremorne here, and we walked around along the river, came up to Gosh's paddock.
Did a little horseshoe?
Guess who was training?
Melbourne.
The Demons.
Oh,
And we guess who we saw?
Max Gorn.
Rory Atkins was there.
Did he yell
He's
at? With a
coaching.
whistle?
We did. We had a chat with him. He's going to play at Swan Hill this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Amazing. Bit
Is
of
it
a
round one
touchy.
this week?
It's opening round because there's two leagues in the Mallee region. You know.
Anyway,
And then they've merged together. So
Yeah.
they're one team from one league.
That's really exciting.
Rory's up there.
So Rory's up there. It's funny because I thought he retired, but he's gone to play
Yeah.
again, which is strange.
He's probably
Looks
doing
good.
match sim as well, but
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
retired.
But anyway, we went and saw Melbourne.
yes.
They
How'd they look?
look pretty good. They were doing some run-throughs. Colton Tholstrop reminded me a little bit of Scotland, the way he was
Who's
doing
he
the
gonna tag
run-throughs.
this week, you
He
reckon?
was.
Sammy Walsh?
They said 70%.
Jagger.
He was sprinting. Yeah, I reckon he'll go to Walsh.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
These two teams don't like each other either.
They don't.
a
Why's
lot
that?
of history between these two. Just
Both the blue? They get, because
Yeah.
both dark blue.
but also just they've been around the same mark.
There was that
here and
game
there.
where the draft pick thing happened years ago.
Yes, but there was also the one recently where Carlton beat them to get into the finals, was it? Or remember
Melbourne
when
kicked him out of the finals.
kicked him out of the finals. That was it.
Cozzy kicked the winner and then they just missed out
Yes, no, the other one I'm talking about where Carlton beat Melbourne.
in the year after that.
Yeah, that was huge. That was a big game. Anyway, so it's going to be big. They look so young though, didn't they? Like
I
Max
was there.
Gorn was there.
Yeah, no, it's a very young
But like
group.
besides that, I was like, how fucking young are these guys? Crazy.
Yep.
They are. There's been a big transformation of that list.
They've had a
Tracker,
reset.
Oliver out, Gorn stayed.
Yeah.
May's
Steve
out.
May's gone. And that the midfield is not Gorn, Petrarca, Oliver, Viney.
Yeah.
Rivers
It's-
in there.
It's
for a few.
Rivers. It's
Langford.
Windsor.
Langford. It's Windsor.
Yeah. They looked very young.
Sparrows in there.
I think they get the job done.
I do too. I think the Blues, they probably surprised me more than anything in the preseason games where the teams were taking the foot off the pedal. Big fella's been up for a little bit. Jeez.
You right?
This is the old 5 a.m. has got it.
Oh, yeah. This time of day kind of gets me. Melbourne. So what are you saying, Brett?
Yeah, I don't know. I've lost my train of thought.
Melbourne. I reckon Melbourne.
Melbourne are playing an exciting brand, and I think it'll be too slick for Carlton. I don't think they've got enough speed, Carlton, to be able to keep up.
Concur.
I'm going with Melbourne, but I almost do think Carlton will win.
Oh, good. You tipping both.
I'm going for Melbourne. I'm tipping them.
Yeah.
Just to, psyche. Anyway, moving on. That'll be a good game.
Melbourne last week.
Did you read out the banner-worthy stat or not?
Can you read it for me?
The BWS banner-worthy stat, close margins have defined this matchup. 8 of the past 11 Blues versus D's games have been decided by single digits, with Carlton taking the last 4. Sam Walsh has recorded 20-plus disposals in 40 straight games at the MCG. So, KT, Colton Tholstrop, straight to Walsh, you reckon,
think
in
so.
his shorts.
20 like...
Take that kingy.
Yeah, he's getting
He gets it in his sleep.
Yeah, 20's like... If he's having a 20...
Geez, you sound like Ross Lyon, the way you speak.
Yeah,
Look, he's
20,
at
I love you,
20.
20, but what was the impact? What you meant has gained?
Tackles.
Get one of the sauce, get out
Nick
of it.
Barlow, one tackle.
Yeah. Oh, geez, you fought on like Coach Lyon. Geez, you go back to him a bit, but admired your effort.
I'm going for Carlton. I think Melbourne will win.
I'm tipping the Demons as well in this
That's
game.
a backhanded compliment. Did you get many of those back in the day?
Oh,
Backhanded
actually, the
compliments?
one I was going to say, Melbourne. Goals. How are they going to kick the goals? Big Van
Big
Rooyen
Root,
kicked 6 first week.
Yeah.
Weitering's going to play on him, you reckon?
What about,
Cozzy can
what
get
about
forward.
Mycheck?
Brody, my check.
My check, yep.
What about the Pickets?
Yeah, the Pickets. Just throwing some names at me now.
Jeez, they are very good.
Starting to make a case. The Blues is more of a concern for me in kicking goals, in my opinion.
They've got Mackay. They've got
Francis Evans is coming back.
He would be my top 5 for baldness, Mackay. He needs to give up. He's with you two. He's probably number 3.
I'm still 1. Jesus Christ.
I'm stoked with 2, to be honest.
Yeah, one's like I knew I'd be in the top 5.
I'm going to do a bit of a deep dive this weekend on blokes who need to just give up.
Yeah. Oh, Brett, that'd be great to listen to.
Wouldn't? Okay, sweet.
No, I would. I'm with you on that.
I'm trying to. Oh, Haywood.
Well, there's one
Haywood
bloke.
could kick goals.
I'm not sure we're allowed to touch that. There's one bloke who is playing in this game.
Who needs to lose his hair? One bloke in this game.
Well, he got feedback on the weekend and that bloke got fined.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's not even that bad.
No, just a...
We used me and
What do you
Greg-
think the tapping on the head? You like the rule?
No,
I like it.
I
Yeah.
like it now.
I reckon it's
free
just
kick.
rubbish because
Yeah,
it's fake bravado.
Yeah, and I actually think I don't mind how Pat Voss kind of has sat on the sword a bit.
Yeah.
Fallen
Did
on
he
the
reach
sword.
out?
Sat on the sword. Fallen on his sword.
Jeez,
I think he just
sitting on a
acknowledged
sword
to
wouldn't be great.
his teammate and the club that
Yeah.
that's not on.
Yeah, agree.
You don't think he should have apologised to his teammates? Or he should have?
No, he did.
Yeah, I know he did.
He did.
No,
No,
he's even our man, big.
Because Tobe said last night on 360, I don't think I would have.
Apologised?
No, he goes, that's just part of the game.
Yeah, Tobes isn't really one to like. He'll punch you in the face, but he wouldn't like. He wouldn't
Verbally,
like. He wouldn't do the whole like
Nah.
crying thing. He's not like that.
no.
punch you in the face.
He,
It
yeah.
kicked Luke Dalhouse in the... Did he kick
In the
him?
chops.
In the chin.
Yeah.
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 And he
Luke Dallas is a great guy, by the way. Shout out to him. I met him a few times.
gouged Marcus Bontempelli there and Lockie Neal. He got a couple of those
Well,
balls.
do you ever
He
think
didn't
that
mean it.
do you ever think that they eye butted his fingers? You know what I mean? Like his fingers are just sitting there and they're
Yeah.
throwing their eyes at the. Oh, yeah. You never know. Yeah, he chinned his foot. You know.
Shouldn't lead with your chin.
Toby tax. All right, guys. Love yous, leave yous, and do you want to catch up after this? We'll go have coffee.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
keen.
Max shout.
All right.
Hey,
done.
do you like game day bevies?
Oh, mate.
Actually, and I like this record because it means footy's closed Thursday night. I'm going to sit
excited.
down and
We're going to
get
travel
on
down the
that game
highway.
day, Bevy.
Hey,
Which one do you reckon you'll get?
Adelaide. Adelaide.
maybe I could drive Swale and his old man down. I'm heading down the.
Oh, they like the flags out
and
the
the
window.
window and the scarves. Get face paint on, boys.
Leave him alone.
Sorry. Let's go. See us. Yes, Faffers, thanks for listening to another episode of Footy and Friends. Make sure you are following us on Instagram at Footy and Friends, TikTok at Footy and Friends, and if you want to get in touch or send us anything for the show, email us via boris@clubbysports.com. That's Boris with a B at clubbysports.com. Remember, feedback is a gift, and we'll chat to you soon. You!